Welcome to Exploring Harry Potter. You might think Narcissa Black Malfoy wasn't that bad. She did save Harry's life after all. After Harry Potter sacrificed himself, letting Lord Voldemort kill him, Voldemort told Narcissa to check and see if Harry was indeed dead. She saw Harry was alive, and she used the opportunity to ask if Draco was. He silently told her yes. She then lied about his death for selfish reasons, not necessarily because it was the right thing to do. She and Lucius spoiled their only child, Draco Malfoy. They instilled in him the belief of pure blood supremacy, raising him to be an elitist, something Draco fully absorbed and shared with others whenever possible, even resulting to the horrible number one slang term against Muggleborns, a mudblood, the worst thing he thought you could be, even worse than a Muggle alone. Narcissa supported Lord Voldemort because of their shared beliefs, and over time her husband becoming a Death Eater, a soldier for Lord Voldemort. He carried the dark mark. Some say she was only following her husband, that she herself may not have been against it. However, looking into her youth when she was a pureblood, she was taught pure blood supremacy and gave absolutely no indication that she herself has believed in the opposite. She followed every step Lord Voldemort made right after her husband. It is worth noting that she was herself not a Death Eater. She didn't have the dark mark of a Death Eater. But did she really need it? Her husband was one. Her son always wanted to be one. And when Lucius fell out of favor, when he was no longer a chosen high-ranking member of Voldemort's army, Draco's wish came true. He was made a Death Eater. I don't believe he had any real idea of what that meant, what he'd have to do, which was to kill anyone in opposition to the Dark Lord, even the greatest wizard of all time. And everyone believed Draco would fail. He was only chosen as a punishment, as a lesson, as revenge. Narcissa did stand up to her husband and Voldemort. She made the unbreakable vow with Severus Snape to help save her son. I do give Draco a break here. I don't think for a second that he fully understood what Lord Voldemort was, the power he had. It was not a club, not a fraternity. He learned hard and fast that it wasn't the case. He saw the deaths, the torture, the murder of Muggleborns he knew. Once he even bullied. I don't think we'll ever really know what Draco would or could have done. If he could have killed the greatest wizard since Merlin himself. If Snape hadn't made it there in time to do it as he and Albus had planned. During the final battle at Hogwarts, it was Narcissa's only goal to find her son. When Harry gave her a small sign that Draco was still alive, her motherly love was so strong that when she lied to Voldemort, saying Harry was dead when he was not, she successfully lied to the best mind reader in the world. So she did save Harry. She saved her husband. She helped the right side to win in the Second Wizarding War. Would she have done this if it weren't for Draco being in the castle? If her son was standing at her side, do you think she would have lied? She was a silent supporter of Lord Voldemort. She was an elitist. She shared the same ideals. She was a pure-blood supremacist since her birth. But the love of a mother, that should matter no more than anything else. She knew it. Harry knew it. She and her family were not sent to Azkaban. or given any real punishment that the other Death Eaters and supporters were getting. Her lie, made out of a mother's love for her child, helped lead the destruction of Lord Voldemort. Many dark witches and wizards were only caught because of her, and many lives were saved because of her. So, do you think that her lie was a heroic act or a mother's desperation? Does it clear her and her family from all wrongdoing? Was the victory she helped usher in purely a selfish act? Or did she finally have enough and turn against the Dark Lord when he offered her son Draco as a sacrifice? Since she helped turn the tide of the war, and it was well recognized because of Harry, he'd make it known how much her mother's love saved the wizarding world. A mother's love is a force of nature. Harry knew this. He survived because of the love of his mother. I'm honestly not sure on this one. Do you think it was only to save her son and family? Or did she finally realize the extent of evil that Lord Voldemort was, and this is how she fought back? Or is it too little too late?
Is this all real? Or is it just happening inside my head?
Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean that it's not real?
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. If you liked what you saw, you can subscribe and most importantly, hit the notification bell so you won't miss an upload.